Hola, hola. My name is Ramon, cosmetic formulator, esthetician, regular schmegular everyday human. And I know you guys are nosy. And something I've actually never really shown on my channel ever is what I do outside of skincare in a get ready with me. And so with that today, I'm going to be showing you everything I do basically from the minute I get out of bed to the minute I walk out the door, and show you my entire get ready with me process from hair care to oral care to skincare. So let's get into it. Do note, this content is created in collaboration with FOREO Sweden. So there's going to be a part of this video where I do shout out a FOREO product. If you haven't seen before my channel, I love FOREO and I have for many years. And I have collaborated with the brand before, so the opportunity came up again and I swiftly took it. So when I get to that part of the video, again, that part is done in collaboration with FOREO Sweden. So that being said, let's get into it. The minute I get out of bed, the first thing I do is I go brush my teeth. And that is because I have this thing about morning breath. My things with my boyfriend, you do not touch me, talk to me until I have brushed my teeth in the morning, but also because I want to brush my teeth before I eat. So I brush my teeth, I do most of my get ready with me, and then I eat, because you want to brush your teeth and allow the toothpaste to basically do its film forming ability on the teeth to protect your teeth and, you know, have that fluoride set in. And then I eat, and then hopefully enough time has elapsed between me brushing my teeth and eating that film is not disrupted, and then later on I can use mouthwash and my teeth are still protected. I'm not disrupting that fluoride film forming ability of the toothpaste. Some of the things I use on a regular basis is, number one, I floss. I'm not partial to any single floss necessarily, but do know I do have a bottom retainer. And so for a long time I had to use floss threaders, which are basically these little plastic things that can go between your teeth and just string the floss through them. So that's how I was flossing. So I used to like really thin floss, like this one from Oral-B. It's their satin tape. And then my dentist here in London introduced me to something called Interdental brushes, which are these things right here. What these are is that, you can see right there, they're little brushes and they just slide between your teeth. And so what I like to do actually a few nights a week, and I'll just do this while I'm watching TV, I take toothpaste. I'm not partial to any toothpaste. And recently I come to learn and realize that most toothpaste, as long as it's got fluoride in it, it's perfectly fine. I go for a specific flavor of toothpaste, so I'm not partial. But what I'll do is I'll take my Interdental brushes and toothpaste and I'll dip these in, and then I'll use that to brush between my teeth to prevent cavities between my teeth and also to prevent staining between my teeth. I haven't got my teeth whitened yet, although I really want to. So if you know any dentist in London that you trust for teeth whitening, sound off. For the back teeth, where reaching is obviously an issue, there are these longer ones that have an angle, so you're able to get back there and floss between those really nicely. And then toothbrush. For a long time, I was very partial to a very specific toothbrush because I have very sensitive gums. They can get irritated easily, they can bleed easily if I brush too vigorously, which that is a issue I have. My dentists have told me that for a long time. So I've been on a hunt recently to also upgrade my toothbrush setup. And I was just looking for a lot of things, not sure where to go. A lot of dentists were saying different things about which ones to get. Recently, FOREO reached out to me to do a collaboration, and one thing I have been really interested in wanting to try out is their ISSA 3 toothbrushes, these electric toothbrushes. And so basically my thing with these kinds of toothbrushes is that obviously you want something that's going to be just do a little bit more than a manual toothbrush can. Be gentle, because in my case, again, sensitive gums, be able to effectively brush my teeth. But also I just wanted to upgrade to a fancy toothbrush because that's where I am in life right now. So let's talk about the ISSA 3. This is from FOREO, but what's cool about this one is, so this is a little interchangeable head. The head itself that's on this right now, it has the silicone bristles as well as regular tooth bristles in the middle. The silicone is antibacterial. These toothbrush heads last for about 6 months, and as you can see, they can come off and be replaced. One thing that I find really interesting is that you can replace the brush head on this with any of the other ISSA based brush heads that FOREO does offer. I saw they have a few different of these regular brush heads as well as a tongue scraper function, which I really want to get next, but I thought that was really cool. So obviously with the FOREO products, you're going to have the sonic pulsation feature. And so for me, that is kind of their equivalent of how other electric toothbrushes do the rotatey spinny thingy. I don't care so much for that function because for me, I am more of a fan of old school manual toothbrushing. I prefer to go around and make sure that I'm getting the entire surface area of each tooth as I'm doing so. But this also does feature, as you can see here, adjustable features to be able to adjust the intensity of the sonic pulsations you're getting. If you want a stronger pulsation, obviously hit the plus. If you want a more gentle, more sensitive tooth, sensitive gum version, you're going to obviously decrease it. But every time you change it, it's going to remember those settings for the next time you brush your teeth. On top of that, these silicone bristles, oh my gosh, they are so gentle. I go in aggressively when I brush my teeth. I have not had any issues with gum irritation, with gum bleeding. These just gently massage the edge of my gums. They ensure that as I'm brushing my teeth, I'm getting any buildup, plaque, food residue off gently, but it doesn't hurt, and I haven't had any issue with gum irritation. And on top of that, I just really like how this is a flat little toothbrush shape and supposed to, you know, regular toothbrush straight up with the bristles that kind of stick out. Because as I'm going through and using primarily like the top third to work on each tooth, as I'm going further back, I feel like the rest of the brush heads, the bristles, are able to kind of continue cleaning the teeth that I've already cleaned. That is something I personally really like. I've seen reviews about this, people saying that it's hard to reach the back of the mouth, back of the molars. I have had no issue with that because I also find I'm able to easily maneuver this any which way I need to. Also, because it's FOREO, it has the same function where it has the time feature. So basically, as you're cleaning, for this, it's specifically 30-second intervals. It'll do the sonic pulsations and then it'll stop to indicate to go to a different quadrant of your mouth, and then it'll give you a 30-second timer. If you're not aware, you should be brushing your teeth for a minimum. My dentist told me this, a minimum of 2 minutes. And so what I'll do is I'll focus on the back of the top of my teeth, for example, for the first 30, it'll stop. I'll do the next section for the next 30, it'll stop, and then same for the bottom. The other thing about this is obviously the charging. So this is an electric toothbrush. This does come with a charger, and the charging port is right here on the back that I can't get open right now. But regardless, I haven't had to worry about that because a single charge lasts you about 365 uses with the standard 2-minute function. That being said, if I'm gonna be honest, I brush my teeth for longer than 2 minutes. So I use the initial 30-second intervals to just do a general sweep of my teeth, and then after that it'll still keep pulsating for an additional minute, so you get a total of 3 minutes on one single like on setting. So after the initial 2 minutes, I'll just go in and redo any areas. I'll also utilize the back feature, the tongue scraper, to like scrape my tongue and the sides of my cheeks. So I'm doing a full 360 situation with just this one brush head, which I really do like when toothbrushes feature a tongue scraper function on the back. And overall, it's just a very lightweight option. I know it does look really big, but it's very lightweight, very travel friendly. I've had no issues with this, and I've been really enjoying this. This, you just use like a regular toothbrush. You apply your toothpaste like you normally would, and then afterwards I just spit that out, and I don't rinse my mouth. You don't rinse your mouth after you brush your teeth. Also, you don't go in straight with mouthwash right away, because again, you need to let the fluoride and the toothpaste essentially form the barrier, the film that protects your teeth throughout the day. So that's why this is the first thing I do in the morning. But teeth are brushed now, we're done with that. Let's go on to the next part, which is my hair. So for my hair, obviously it's short, and this is day 2 of my hair. So I'm going to show you kind of this process. For the most part is what I do every day, but I'm also just like reviving this hair and redoing it. The first things first, I do have to wet it. So let me do that real quick. This is just a little spray bottle with regular water. I bought it at Target in the US. Then next I'll go through and I'll start to brush that through just to make sure everything is wet. And if I have product in my hair, just ensuring that it's all reactivated. This is just a little Denman round brush. Whenever I got my hair first cut and I go to the barbers, this is the kind of brush that they would use to style my hair. So I like quickly ran out and grabbed one, and these are amazing, especially when you're blow drying. So I'll go through, make sure that part is where I need it to be, and then I'll go in with a pomade while my hair is kind of damp, because it allows the pomade to work through like a lot easier in my opinion. Right now, I'm really liking the Johnny Chop Shop Barber's Wildcat Hair Clay. This is a matte hair clay, and I prefer a matte hair clay pomade texture. Some other ones I really like. One that I've used for a very long time is the one from Layrite, the one in the black little canister, which I can't find right now, but it's somewhere in this apartment. And then one that I've used years and years and years ago, which I really do like as well, is the Suavecito, which I'll have up here on screen. Also a great one. This one I did get in PR though, because I believe they're like a London-based barber. I've been really liking it. So I'll just take some of the pomade, and then as with all pomades, you warm it up. If I'm looking over here, it's because I have the mirror right over here. I need to watch myself do this. So you warm it up, and then we start working it through. And my tactic for this is the same tactic I use for brow pomade. It's you kind of have to get the hair from all directions. So you go from the back to the front to the back, side to side. Fun fact about the UK is that we don't have regular outlets in our bathroom. We specifically have outlets that you can only use for like shavers and clippers, and that is it. So anything else, for example, like the hairdryer I'm about to use, you can't use in your bathroom because there's specific laws that you cannot allow like live outlets within a certain vicinity of running water, which is ironic because in my kitchen right by my sink I have an outlet, so it doesn't make sense. But anytime I have to do my hair, I have to come to my living room and then go back to my bathroom to finish because I can't blow dry my hair in my bathroom. Hair is pomaded up, and then this is a process, trust me. Go in with a little bit more water just to make sure I'm going to be able to easily brush through it, and then I blow dry. This is a little babyless blow dryer. It's technically, I think, a travel dryer. I think we bought this when we first got to London, like the first week. It does what it needs to do. It does what it needs to do, and I like how it's very compact. That being said, am I trying to upgrade to a Dyson blow dryer anytime soon? Yes. Dyson, if you're watching, reach out to my people. What I do is I'll go through and I'll blow dry this up so I can get the volume I want in the front. I just do literally this motion, and I'll like roll it, I guess. And then I'll start to get the hair dry and placed where I need it, and obviously fix that part. So please hold. I never claimed to be a hairstylist. I'm gonna just put that out there right now. So if y'all gonna judge me, don't. So that's kind of like getting volume and overall general shape. And then I go back in with more pomade. And this is just to kind of lay everything down to more or less where I want it to be. So obviously defining the part a little bit more and then telling the hair where it needs to go. More hold and support in the front here and laying down the back. My thing is, as you can tell, I have very thick ethnic hair. My hair is not lightweight. It is not thin. I have to get this severely thinned out every time I get it cut, which is a whole separate thing. My barbers here are Palestinian and they are amazing because they know how to work my hair type, but I have to put a lot of effort and a lot of product in to get my hair to do what I need it to do. It's hard to manipulate. And then I hairspray. I have a mini bottle of what I normally use. This is just the L'Oreal Elnett. You can get this at every drugstore for mad cheap, but I work I spray that in. The next step is taking this. Do not look at how dirty this is.
Shut up! Leave me alone! I'm so annoyed by that!
Do not judge me. This is a Cantu wide tooth comb. Barbers recommended this to me because it just goes through the hair so nice. And it kind of, not really, mimics the look and effect of when you just like finger rake your hair, since it is more wide tooth. But what I do with this is, you can see I'm working the teeth through, but then I'm also in certain areas using this part, this flat part of the comb, to kind of like smooth and lay things out. And then I actually really like when you can see the little like comb teeth imprints in my hair. So I'll just like, because my hair is still kind of malleable from the hairspray, go through so that you can see those, and then I'll just kind of hold the comb on top and gently pull the hair out so that you still have those little teeth marks in the hair. And boom, that's majority of what I do to get my hair done. I will, if I need to, go back and forth with like the water, the brush, and even like a scarf, like a head wrap, head scarf or whatever, to kind of lay my hair down the way I need it to. And then you can see how these hairs are doing this thing here. Sometimes I'll take an oil, like a few drops of like my Herbivore face oil, use that to kind of like smooth things down and like lay down any flyaways. But that is my hair mostly done. So now that's done, let me wash my hands and we can get into the face routine. As you guys know, I don't always cleanse in the morning, and my morning routine is generally very streamlined because I don't always have time and I just like to keep things simple. But today I will be showing you kind of more or less what I do with facial hair. I did this already in the bathroom because I didn't want to do it here at the desk just because it'd be messy. But basically what I do is I just trim. I use this. This is from Braun. Again, I just bought it at Boots. Super affordable. You can adjust the little height of the guide. And then after I trim, I go through with scissors, finesse what I need to finesse, and then that's that. Recently, I've gotten into, as I mentioned, I think in one of my like monthly favorites videos recently, shaving. But I basically just shave to like shape up and line up the beard. So I'm going to show you how I do that today. I don't got a skincare, so I got to wet my face the only way I can right now, which is so. And then I'm going to be taking Aveeno Common Restore Oat Cleanser just because I don't have any shaving cream right now. And this basically serves the purpose I needed to do in terms of like softening the hair and allowing me to have a smooth surface to shave with. Basically think of it as like using hair conditioner to shave with. And then this is the razor I've been using. This is from 7 Potions and it's just a really cute little safety razor and I just love it because I love how old school it looks. I just shave so that this part of my beard is like one nice even smooth line. So just like that. Then the other side, same thing. And you can see I'm actually going very high up on my cheek. One of the things I've genetically inherited from my dad is that I get facial hair that grows like all the way up to my under eye. So it's just cleaning that up. And voila, that is that. It's usually very quick. And I'll go and I'll, rinse this off, massage excess cleanser to kind of like lightly cleanse my face. And then in terms of upkeep for this, as you noticed, I don't do my neck. I don't care for that really. That's what it is. For this, to prevent ingrowns, I have incorporated a bit more of a benzoyl peroxide focused routine just to prevent bacteria proliferation that causes acne. BHAs have been obviously something I've always reached for, but more so now, just to kind of prevent ingrowns, as well as I mentioned before on the channel, the Topicals High Roller. It's like an ingrown tonic. It's also really nice. It features things like niacinamide and whatnot to also help prevent ingrowns as well. So that's my routine around that. I'm gonna go to the bathroom and rinse this off real quick, so BRB. So we're back. You can see this is what that shape up looks like when it's done. And now the rest of my skincare routine, as I mentioned, is always very quick, very easy, but I want to maximize benefits. So first step for me is always something that's going to hydrate and give me antioxidant benefits. benefits just because I like the antioxidants for the free radical protection. I also live in London, which is very polluted, so it's giving me protection from environmental stressors, and I just like an antioxidant sunscreen combo to really fortify the protection my skin is getting. So for that, I'm going to be going in with the Superoxide Dismutase Saccharide Mist from Niod. This is something I used this last summer when I was like traveling around the US. I like this because it's super easy. You just mist it and you're done. Truthfully, I don't find this to be like the most hydrating. It's not like super supple hydration. So if you want like more hydration, like layered up with a toner, but for most morning routines, this is good enough for me. And then I'm gonna let that set a little bit. And now that that's setting down and I'm less drippy, I'm gonna go in with sunscreen. And today I'm gonna be using the La Roche-Posay Anthelios UVMune tinted, this right here. So we're gonna shake it up, and then in the morning, like this is how I put on sunscreen in the morning. It's not a beautiful process like I make it look like on camera. I literally just do one side, do another side, and then I'll just do a little bit more around my eyes. That's a lot. Residuals on my ears. And so that is my skincare routine. And I didn't do my neck yet just because I haven't gotten dressed yet. When I do clothes, first of all, I always set up my clothes the night before because I'm always running late. And if I don't have that set up, I don't have time in the morning. And my approach to getting dressed is honestly, I have a specific formula. It's either a t-shirt and jeans situation, and I love a very plain black t-shirt, black jeans, or white t-shirt, like blue jeans situation, jacket on top, Converse, I'm out the door. Or my more general outfit is a button down, a sweater, and a pair of slacks. Very simple, but even as simple and minimal as it is, it can look really elevated. And so that's what I usually wear to school because I like being really presentable at school, because for me, that's a very important impression. And so since I usually put on a collared shirt and I use a tinted sunscreen, I'm not going to bring that down to my neck today because I don't want that to stain. But yeah, at this point, I would go in with makeup. I want to do makeup. And if not, this is what it is. And my skin is ready for the day. And then based on the mood, the outfit, the occasion, I will choose a fragrance as well. Again, I'm not going to get dressed right now. I'm wearing this and I'm going to do more videos today. So that's what it is. But depending on where I'm going and what I want, or what the weather is, what my mood is, I have a few different fragrances that I like. Let me go grab them. Please hold. In terms of fragrances, I'm not a fragrance girl. Like I'm not like one of those, but I do have an arsenal because I have many moods. And I think it's important to me to tailor, like you would an outfit, an overall makeup look, your fragrance to the occasion and the day and whatnot. So a few things I've mentioned this on the channel as a favorite. This is Exalte by Funmi Monet, a limited edition luxury fragrance by content creator Funmi Monet. This smells floral, sweet, very spring, bright, but not in the sense of like citrusy bright, just bright in the terms of like, this is like a sunny weather fragrance to me, daytime fragrance. And this just smells sweet, sultry, and floral to me. It's rose, it's sweet rose, but to me, it's very unisex. Next, and I think this is like my favorite and the one I always get compliments on. This is from a British perfumery fragrance house called Penhaligons. And this is their Halfeti leather. This is low-key like a cult classic from the brand. There's a bakery up the street from me I went to once, and I literally walked up to pay, and the girl was like, "You're wearing Halfeti leather, aren't you?" Definitely clockable, and I'm not subtle when it comes to fragrance, so I will bathe in this. People love the way it smells. One thing that's cool about Penhaligons is, first of all, this bottle costs upwards of 200 something pounds, and I have very little left. Penhaligons, if you're watching, please. But Penhaligons has these little atomizers. These cost 26 pounds. I mean, I don't know how long it's going on, but they have a promotion going on right now that if you buy one of these for the next 3 months after purchase, you can go in unlimited times as long as you have your receipt and get refills of the atomizer. So to me, that's a steal. But this is cool because it's basically a travel version. So I have my at-home version while I'm getting ready, travel to touch up throughout the day. And one thing I've seen and learned from like my fellow like Muslim and Arab friends here is that people just carry their fragrances and touch up all throughout the day, which I'm obsessed with. I live for that luxury. Only issue is that they only have like 3 colors in this. This one, a like royal blue, and then like powder pink. So, but notes on this, what are the notes on this? It's like musk, it's oud, it's kind of vanilla, it's kind of smoky, it's leathery, but like not gross leather. And then this one, I got this for Christmas from my boyfriend. This is Replica's Jazz Club. I just like this one, but I like this one more for layering. I think this one layers beautifully on top of the Penhaligons one. I've been using this one a lot more recently because I'm almost out of the Penhaligons one, and this one I'm not. And so I'll do the Penhaligons as a base, and I'll bring this as my travel option to touch up throughout the day. And I think they layer really nicely. And I also get a lot of compliments on this one, but I don't necessarily like wearing this one by itself. Prefer to layer it. And this says, first of all, this marketing, this wording is so extra to me. According to Maison Margiela, the house behind Replica, the notes of this are an anthology of classic notes and coppery tones between deep armchairs and a handful of bar stools, with subdued lighting reflected reflected on the piano where cocktails linger, wafting their liquory notes. What is that? What does that mean? What the fuck does that mean? It smells sweet, it smells kind of musky, and a little bit smoky. Nothing crazy. I don't get leather, really, but it's like a really good evening fragrance, and I like the way Halfeti leather and Jazz Club layer. And the last one, again, this one is for me more of a springtime, daytime, summery, light fragrance. Labo, it's Bergamot 22. This is a classic. This is like one of the first fragrances that got me into fragrance, and between this one and Santal from them, are the ones that I like the most from Labo. They're very simple fragrances to me, now that I've like developed a finer taste in fragrances. Again, this will be like a subtle fragrance or something I layer with something else. I also like wearing this to bed. That is the entirety of a get ready with me, from start to finish, brushing my teeth, doing my hair, skincare, and getting ready. Let me know down below in the comments section what questions you have, what other versions of these videos you want to see. Do you have any similar products in your skincare or oral care or hair care routine? Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and notification bell so that you know when I post more skincare, sunscreen, and fancy related content on my channel. Give the video a thumbs up, and thanks for watching, guys. Bye.